Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Last episode we got the electric motor and the transmission back in the car, and we were able to hook up a 12-volt battery and get the wheels to turn, which is massive progress and it's really good. We're very excited about that, and I mean it's a huge step. So we're going to continue with that progress today. We're going to put on the rear panel, and we're going to kind of sort of temporarily mount the motor to the rear mount that's in the car. I'll show you all that when we get to that point. And then we're going to drop the car on the ground and we're going to hook up the battery again and get some movement back and forward now that we can shift the gears, reverse into third, second, whatever one we want to try it with. So without any more talking, let's get started. Alright, so I said it on the last video, but there are 6 13mm nuts that hold on this back panel. There's 1, 2, 3 in mirror on the same side. 1, 2, 3. There is like a little rubber gasket that goes between here. It's on the panel. It's not obviously a big deal, but I'm just going to put it back on because it doesn't hurt to have it and help keep some of that water away from our electrics. So let me grab the nuts and washers off the bench here, get the panel lined up, and then we'll be able to tighten it on down. So let's get started. Alright, so the rear panel is on, looks good, and these are those nuts I was telling you about. There's one here at the crease where this bar is, where the rear bumper mounts, and there's one more on the bottom, and the same thing on the other side. So since we have it mounted in here, I've put this ratchet strap around here. I've just put a loop in it and ran it through the loop and tightened it on here. We'll use this end here with the hook, if I can get it untangled. And this end with the hook is actually what will hook into the old factory OEM mount, like that, and it should hold up the back end of the motor here. This is not my permanent solution, but it's temporary, so that way we can get the jack out from underneath the transmission, which is helping support all this 105 pound of motor. And it'll actually go to a designed point to hold that much weight, because the factory internal combustion engine probably weighed about 105, 115 maybe. Have to look that up, but this should be able to handle this no problem, especially because there's no accessories on this also. So let me get this strap situated and I'll show you how I have it. Alright, so I got our blocks out of the way on the bottom, and our strap is officially holding up the end of the motor. It's nice and tight. And so the way that I have it is I can actually pull down on this to tighten it more as soon as we release the jack, if it starts to go too low. But I can't really put a level on here to make sure that it's perfectly straight until we get it flat on the ground, because the jack's going to throw it off. So just want to show you this real quick as we continue. You can see the nice contention on it. So let's take this jack out and set y'all up here real quick. Get y'all down. There we go. So we're going to take out that jack right there. Alright, so immediately I can tell that the motor is coming down too much, and you can probably see that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack it back up. Get a little tighter. Alright, let's try it again. Still slipping on me. Let me adjust it, because this is going to take a little bit of time, and then we'll come back once I have it settled, and then we'll get it off the jack stands, and then hopefully we'll be able to get it to roll on its own power. So give me just a second. Alright, so the good news is you can see that there's no jack. All gone. You can barely see the bottom of the motor there. So let's go take a little bit of a closer look. So you can see that this is definitely tight. So much slack, I had to end up just feeding it through here so it wouldn't drag on the ground. But there's nothing else holding this up. It is completely in here. This ratchet strap's rated for like 2,000 pounds or something like that, so this is way under capacity. So the good thing is now we can move on to getting it off the jack stands on the ground. Then I'll put a level on it, and we'll see how centered we are, because we don't want too much. The good thing is, when it comes to what's hanging out of the bottom there, the original motor hung out the bottom where the oil pan was, but I don't know if it was that low or roughly that low. It should be pretty close, so we'll have to go back and look at our picture history and find out. So let me get these off the stands, we'll get it flat on the ground, and we'll get a level to it and see where we're at. Alright, so we're officially off the jack stands, we're on the tires, all four are on the floor, and our motor didn't move at all when we were moving the jacks, so we're only hanging down maybe 1.5 to 2 inches here after this bottom trim here. I got the level on it, so let's go take a little bit of a closer look here. Where you can see the bubble in the middle. So I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up. But you can see the bubble there. We were just barely on the edge. So what we would have to do is drop the back side here. So loosen up our strap just a hair to get it that much more. You can see where it's sitting and where it wants to be. It is maybe 1/8 of an inch. So we actually did pretty good on our guesstimate there. And I have it nice and centered. Another way to check is we'll use this end here. It's magnetic, so it helps hold itself until you get to the aluminum, of course. I don't know how well it's going to pick up, but we are just a little, yeah, within that 1/8 of an inch. We would be perfectly level on that mounting plate also. And who knows how flat this surface is. So we're on the ground, we're on all four. I'm going to hook up some jumper cables to it and just use our 12-volt battery. I'll just stick it in reverse and we'll see how it goes. So here we go. Alright, so this is a moment of truth. We're going to be starting from there, and hopefully we can get it to go in reverse all the way to the edge of the frame right there. And then we'll hopefully get it back into like second or third gear and drive it right back in. I'm going to be on the outside of the car just to make sure there's no issues. And I'll be able to easily grab the handbrake if I can't get the thing to stop. Hence why we did the brake system first. So here we go. Let's see if we can get it going forward. Alright, so there it is. The car ended up scooting over a little bit when I was adjusting it, so now we're too close to the workbench, but that's alright, we'll get it adjusted. But that's really exciting, we got the car to move. It gives me a lot of hope for all the progress we're going to be making. That's just off a 12-volt car battery, it's a lead acid regular battery. We got going pretty quick once it started rolling. Reverse is a little slow, but it's only one gear compared to the other four I can pick through. So, I'm happy with it. It's good progress. We're going to keep going and see how far we can get, and hopefully we just get the ball rolling a little bit faster. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to help you out. Until next week, and hopefully more progress. I'll see you guys then. Thanks.